morning videos. Posting myself on the internet with bedhead, and before I even start my first cup of coffee is probably a mistake, but number one, is eugenics inherently wrong? No, but I don't trust an institution to do it correctly. Basically, the only way that I would accept eugenics as being okay is if it was done on a voluntary basis. If I have if I'm carrying a gene that gives me an immunity to some horrible disease, and I want to have as many children as possible, I'm practicing a form of eugenics. If I'm a carrier for a gene that causes a terrible disease or a deformity, so I don't have any children on purpose because of that reason, then I'm performing a form of eugenics voluntarily, so I have no problem with that. But to impose eugenics upon a population, you can't do it right. Should people get a license to be parents? Not have to, but I would suggest it. Maybe not a license, but I think parenting classes should be something like should be mandatory. I think. I've seen so many bad parents. Oh man, when you work at a grocery store or a store like Meijer, which is like a Walmart for those of you who don't live in the Great Lakes area, you can see some people dragging their kids around in those kind of stores, and they should have taken classes before breeding. Should the age of consent be raised, kept the same, or lowered or abolished? 18? It's about right. It's different for every person. I've seen some really mature 17-year-olds, and I've seen some really immature 23-year-olds. So when you make an age of consent, it's you're gonna have to know that there's variability there to different individuals. So try to get one as best as you can put it. 18, I think that's pretty good. I wouldn't do anything with that. Should all drugs be legal? Should the currently legal drugs be illegal? Or should it all stay the same? As far as the physical ramifications of drugs, I think that needs to be taken into effect, whether it's legal or not. Arguably, alcohol, which is legal, is more damaging to the body than marijuana, for instance. And I would think that you could get more intoxicated, more impaired from alcohol than you could from marijuana, though not from personal experience. So maybe just make marijuana legal and then tax the hell out of it. But as far as any other drugs, I don't know. I mean, a lot of that stuff is really bad for your brain, really bad for your brain. So we kind of have to protect people from themselves, and that a person under the influence of, say, I don't know, a lot of cocaine when they're driving a car on the highway is a danger to me, and I don't appreciate that. Why are zombie movies so popular, and why are all the classical monsters in decline? I hate to think that the classical monsters in decline are vampires and werewolves are so archetypal, and I really like them. Come on, the Underworld movies, those were vampires and werewolves. That was just, a year ago? And zombie movies? Well, who doesn't like a good zombie movie? But, I mean, clearly, it's like George Romero. That's it. So, I think the premise of your question might be a little, might be incorrect. ghosts, vampires, and werewolves I don't think are in decline. There's a show on Sci-Fi Channel, Ghost Hunters. There's a couple of shows I think on TV that deal with like women talking to ghosts or something. So I don't think that stuff's in decline, and zombie movies are so popular. I don't agree. Do you think Ayn Rand had the right to claim objectivity, even though she believed that homosexuality is disgusting and immoral? Well, considering that homosexuality occurs naturally in other animal populations, there's no basis for calling it either disgusting or immoral. So no, she's not objective when she says that. I would tend to think that homosexuality would be a form of naturally occurring population control, but that's just me. Would you prefer a system of government where the unexceptional are given a level playing field at the expense of the talented, or one where the talented can thrive at the cost of the unexceptional? We kind of live in one where the exceptional can rise above. In a capitalist system, it encourages ingenuity and hard work are both rewarded in a capitalist system. So, but that's economics, not a form of government. So, as far as government goes, no. I think democracy is probably is about as good as we're gonna get for treating people fairly. So, no. What literary or cinematic character do you most strongly identify with? That would be Grumpy Bear. That's my boy right there. Do animals deserve equal rights with humans? If not, why do mentally retarded adults with the same capacity as some great apes have more rights than said apes? Yeah, I've been a pretty big proponent of animal rights, and that humans are animals too. And say an animal like a cat should be legally given the same protection as a child, at least in my opinion. And though we do have to kill and eat animals, and I don't want to hear any guff from any of you vegans out there, there are several proteins that you get from meat that your body needs. We have canine teeth for a reason, damn it, we're omnivores. We need to eat meat. You sickly looking motherfuckers. Anyway, even if we need to kill and eat animals, that's a natural thing that all predators do. So, big deal. But you don't, even if you have to do that, doesn't mean you have to be cruel about it. And as far as treating animals with respect, that's fantastic. So, I would say that animals might actually deserve equal rights with humans, given caveats for, predator-prey relationships. What's your favorite word or least favorite word? Holy crap. My favorite word? I like bunny. I don't know why. I like the way it sounds. Because it reminds me of baby bunnies. And they are cute. Least favorite word? Ugh. There's a couple of bad ones that just make me feel dirty when I say them. Just because, not necessarily because of the imagery involved, just because of the phonetics of the word itself. I just don't. It doesn't sound good to me. So, my least favorite, probably cunt. Ugh. I hate the sound of that. Ugh. Need a refill.